They gained independence, they had resources, they had hope, but decades passed. And still, they wait. What keeps the poorest nations poor? The truth doesn't scream, it hides. Behind closed doors, freedom came with flags and fireworks. New nations were born shaking off centuries of foreign rule, standing tall with borrowed suits, national anthems, and promises of progress. The people believed in a future that never came. In the dusty streets of once colonized capitals, hope sat beside hunger. The mines kept digging, the fields stayed green, the rivers flowed, but the wealth never stayed. It moved through handshakes behind mahogany desks, through offshore accounts, through contracts written in languages the people didn't speak. They said aid would help. Planes landed with boxes, not opportunity. Projects were announced with cameras, but forgotten when the lights dim. Loans poured in, followed by interest, conditions, and debt traps wrapped in diplomacy. Each year, more was borrowed. Each year, less was owned. In boardrooms thousands of miles away, maps became markets. Where there was oil, there was influence. Where there were minerals, there were deals. And when the people demanded change, silence followed their bullets. Corruption was not born in these lands. It was taught, encouraged, and rewarded. Leaders were trained not in resistance but in control. They built palaces in poverty, while schools collapsed beside them. A child wakes up in a village where nothing has changed in 40 years. No clean water, no clinics, no roads. But above him, the sky is full of satellites. Global wealth grows. Cities rise. The world is moving faster, but some are forced to crawl. And still, they say, they must help themselves. But what happens when every door to help is locked from the outside? When the price of progress is paid in sovereignty? When the terms of trade are written by the ones who already won? This isn't just about poor governance or bad luck. It's about a global system designed to extract, to control, to forget. Not by accident but by design. Because poverty, when it's far away, becomes easy to ignore. Easier still, when the profits from it flow into the hands of those who claim to fight it. And so, the world's poorest remain poor, not because they don't work, not because they don't dream, but because behind closed doors, staying poor keeps someone else rich.